Hello everyone. So I thought today a video regarding anger in astrology because of the Jupiter and Scorpio transit and how anger is going to be something that we are definitely going to see this year as well with the energy of Scorpio. Let's talk about Scorpio and anger for a moment. So Scorpio basically accumulates their anger. You'll never really catch a Scorpio just losing it every 3 days or every single day. Anger for Scorpio is kind of like a slow build up. And it's basically a holding back also. And the reason for that is because Scorpio's opposite sign is Taurus, and that's the partner sign for Scorpio. And Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is a receptive energy. So it takes a lot. It takes and takes and takes a lot. So when you think about a Scorpio in a relationship, you would really look at the sign of Taurus and how Taurus is able to take so much, and then all of a sudden, just boom, it blows up, it explodes after being so calm and after being so cool for such a long time. The bull sees red. This is how a Scorpio attacks when they're angry. They see red. They don't see anymore because they've accumulated so much over such a long period of time without saying anything to some degree. And then it just explodes. This has a lot to do with anger and how anger works in all of us. So when we look at anger, we look at Mars in someone's birth chart in astrology. I'm always looking at how this person expressed their anger. If I get a client and they're trying to tell me they don't know how to do this or that and they get mad at this, I'm looking at their Mars. Are they expressing that? Are they communicating it? Are they saying anything to whoever they're angry? Are they just taking it? Especially if there's a strong Scorpio element there, or if there's a strong Taurian element there. I know there's going to be a lot of fixed feelings there with the anger. And a lot of egos get hurt. Relationships get buried when the anger or the energy of anger builds up. That's Mars. Mars is originally the ruler of Scorpio, the original ruler of Scorpio. So that it does represent anger in a way, and so does Mars in Aries. Again, so we look at the relationship side of anger when we're looking at how anger really develops. With this Jupiter transit is going to bring up all of this in the sign of Scorpio. It's a value system too when you think of Taurus, and we usually get angry at people when our value systems get challenged or dismissed or ratted or shitted on, really. This is when you usually look at something like, you know what, I'm angry, I'm upset. So it's really a seventh house. It's really a relationship thing when we get angry at people. And when you think about seventh house, it's all about air. It's all about communicating. And a lot of us, of course, don't have an air seventh house. That would be amazing that we'd all be able to communicate the way we are. But a lot of us are receptive and we can feel other people. A lot of us are practical and we just feel like that's enough. And others are logical and they would rather express their words or talk to friends about things like that. The real reason for anger is not really feeling like you can express yourself. Your feelings are repressed, or your values are being threatened or tried, or you feel caged in. Depression is basically anger turned inward, and you're holding everything inside of the body. And that's also a Taurian thing. Taurus is the physical body. Scorpio is the blending of two people's physical bodies, or physical resources, or emotional resources, or spiritual resources. And you can't ignore anger. That's the horrible thing about it. When there's a relationship happening between yourself and another person, or even just you and evaluating yourself, you can't ignore anger. It's kind of difficult to do that. It's there. And if you don't address it, it can lead to really big relationship problems and sexual problems. And this is why Scorpio is linked into the sexual aspect of astrology, because anger fuels a lot of things in the body. It makes your blood run. It makes you hot. It makes Taurian people and Scorpio people are passionate in their life sometimes. There is a channel for anger to be let out, expressed, spoken about. Everybody has different ways of dealing with your anger. I would really say to look at what your Mars placement is, if your Mars is in water, air, land, or fire. What aspects your Mars is making, because that's going to let you know how you express your anger. Like, you have to understand the motivations behind your anger. It's going to be a really big focus for some of us for the next year, how we're channeling our anger. Is it in a positive way or is it in a negative way? So cry, laugh, exercise, speak up. Don't stay silent. If you're angry about something in your life or with someone, find a constructive way to talk to them. Don't take others' reactions so personally. If someone doesn't have the same type of reaction you expected them to. To schedule a private consultation with me, email me at aquilaastrology@gmail.com. gmail.com. I'm going to leave that email in the description box below, as well as the link to my new SoundCloud page called Pluto's Mic, where I'll be talking about astrology, the metaphysical, the occult. And you can contact me as well on my Instagram page. You can send me a direct message if you are interested in a reading. I hope you guys enjoy your Jupiter and Scorpio transit.